Hi everyone, my name is Jenna, and I will be briefly discussing Romanticism as it relates to the 21st century, more specifically on the beautiful transcendent side of Romanticism. Is Romanticism relevant today, or have we as a society lost the need for Romanticism? My answer is yes. I think Romanticism is relevant today. This world is not easy, nor is it always beautiful. There is war, disease, drought, crime, etc. I doubt that anyone would feel a sense of satisfaction and peace in knowing what is going on around them. This is where I think Romanticism comes in, however unnoticed it may seem. I think that we as a society want to soften the features of life's current circumstances. I believe that every individual, on some level, is searching for a place devoid of hardship and grief. Of course, while forgetting the discord would be hiding the truth and reality, there is still a want of a romanticized view on life. Next, I would like to take a look at two early 19th century examples, one in literature and one in visual art. William Wordsworth's poem, composed upon Westminster Bridge, was written in 1802, a time when the effects of the Industrial Revolution had shaped the city into a dark, dirty, socially unbalanced place. In his poem, however, Wordsworth writes in a romantic style as to make London out to be a beautiful city. It is the ideal lens through which he is writing. As we read in Art and Theory, the ideal is that which answers to the preconceived imagination and appetite in the mind for love and beauty. The same can be said in defining Romanticism. My second example is English painter John Constable, whose work fits into the natural component of Romanticism. Constable's The Hay Wain is set in his native English countryside, from where he draws inspiration for his work. Jansen describes it as, unlike so many fictitious 18th century pastorals, the Hay Wain speaks the authentic language of first-hand experience. His paintings are filled with nostalgia, reflecting on places that invoke happy memories. Jansen goes on to say, indeed, what we feel here belongs to that romantic passion for nature as a metaphor for something true, pure, and simple. I think that a lot of Romanticism today is being created through the cinematic arts. One of my all-time favorite movies is The Lord of the Rings, which was made in the early 2000s. The locations they filmed are stunning, and in one of Peter Jackson's behind-the-scenes videos, he says that the cast and crew had to helicopter to totally out-of-the-way places, unreachable except by air. The Lord of the Rings team did such an excellent job of capturing the audience's attention just by the landscapes they filmed. The top picture is of the Shire, home of the hobbits, where they live simply, surrounded by a tight community of fellow hobbits. This place, this home, is alluded back to often throughout the trilogy, usually during times of hardship and weariness from the journey. There is an unsatisfied longing or draw to nature, or a sense of comfort, of home, that each of us is searching for, whether we know it or not. Another movie example is Thor. A lot of what we see in this movie is on the other side of the spectrum from The Lord of the Rings, in that it relies more heavily on digital landscaping. It has more of a mythical yet futuristic feel to it. Places such as the one pictured on the slide still invoke a sense of wonder and otherworldliness. Digital artists create atmospheres and worlds that can temporarily take our minds off of reality and our current circumstances. All this to say that I think Romanticism is still very much a part of today's culture.